Ashish, in fact, we have these images of Shivam Mishra being arrested first on India Today television. And this comes days after a relentless coverage that showed Shivam Mishra behind the wheels, and not one but a dozen attempts that were being made to in fact protect him, isn't it?
Yeah, basically you can understand that finally he has been arrested now, and this dramatically incident which has taken place, you can say that because the Shivam Mishra who has been absconded right there when this accident has taken place, this incident has taken place, and now from the day first the police were trying to save him. Actually we can say that just because of he was just he could be seen in the video that he was being saved by the bouncers, and he was in Lamborghini. So it means that he was involved in the whole incident. Even then he was being saved by the bouncers and the police. So what was the reason behind this? It could not be done. But this time he has been arrested now. Finally police has taken cognizance of all the evidence which has been recovered in this whole case, and this is what he has been now arrested. So the eyewitness, what he was telling him at the moment when this incident has taken place, and those who were involved and the victim is also has stated everything in front of the police that whatever has taken place. So what was the reason why he was far away from the police punch, and it was the reason that the police has taken all the evidence regarding this incident and which has taken place in that moment. Now he has been finally arrested, Shivam Mishra, who was involved in this whole incident, and now Lamborghini was with him. It means that it was a big incident, and why he was being saved, it is the question which is being raised by the people and by the eyewitness at that moment when he was involved in this whole incident. And even initially we have seen that police cops also were trying to save him as per the earlier information. It means that something was behind this, and it was a fishy whole incident. And now finally when the police has taken cognizance of all the incidents and taken this part of Shivam Mishra, and that's why he has been arrested right now. Yes, over to you.
Ashish, tell us what about the sequence of events. Until yesterday, you all had been speaking with the father who said, he's in Delhi because he's so unwell that we need to give him that medical attention that he required. So we sent him to Delhi. What happened? How did he then come back to Kanpur? Just get us more details on that front as well.
Yeah, according to his family that he was admitted and he needed treatment, medical treatment, and that's why he had gone to Delhi according to the information. But actually he was or not, it has a need of investigation, and that's why police is also getting the information about regarding this, whatever he has given information to the police and the family, the information which has been provided by the family. So finally when he is arrested now, according to his family, he was in Delhi and was taking a treatment. But now today the police has arrested. It means that he is finally fit, which we can say that's why police has taken him in custody. So it was the reason, the incident when it has taken, at that moment he was not part of the incident as per the information, as per the police record in initial stage. We have found that, but gradually the scene was taking place. It means that his part was identified, his name was being identified by the police. Even Shivam Mishra, initially we have seen that the police were also talking about that he was not inside the case. But gradually the case has proceeded now. It means that the part has taken place and he has been now finally arrested. And the people who are just a victim in this whole incident, those who are the eyewitness and the bouncers and the police cops, everyone who is in this case have clearly says that the Shivam Mishra was involvement clearly told. So it means that finally police has got the information that he was involved in the whole scenario, and this is what the police have arrested Shivam Mishra right here. And now the investigation will move on that what was the reason in that moment when this incident has taken place, and what was kind of the aspects was this in this case. Even everything will be checked by the police, and now after the arresting, a lot of the things will be clear that what was taken place in this case, and eyewitness and even the those people and everyone, the statement also will be recorded after this arresting of Shivam Mishra, that whatever has taken place in Kanpur with the Lamborghini. So Lamborghinis also we have been seen that what was the condition, and even he was being hidden by the bouncers, that he was not inside the part of this incident. But finally he has been arrested now, and the police is just moving towards this investigation, that what is going to be happened now. Over to you.
All right, Ashish, getting in those details at this point in time to tell our viewers, the man on your screens is one who has now been arrested in custody of the police. Finally, the law catches up with him, but not one but several questions remain, viewers. From day one, India Today has been tracking this story. When the FIR was first registered roughly around 4 days ago, when this crash took place in Kanpur, the FIR did not mention Shivam Mishra. Vikram Singh, former DGP, is now joining us. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Finally, Shivam Mishra has been arrested, but like I've been telling our viewers, several questions remain unanswered. To begin with, the basics weren't done. The FIR, sir, never really had his name even. You know, so there was an attempt for a cover-up from the word go the moment this crash happened.
Good morning. I'm so happy that you have allowed me on your prestigious show. I would say that the damage has already been done. And this damage is irreparable in the sense that his name was not a part of the named accused incorporated later. Then the delay in the examination of the Shivam's blood and urine did not happen, and the blood analyzer test did not happen in good time. Therefore, an escape route was provided to him. I had expected a lot more, and I would say that the investigation should compromise initially, but it is no consolation that he has been arrested now. It is no consolation Santosh God, the SHO of Galtoli, has been suspended. I would have expected immediate arrest of Shivam. There is incontrovertible video and direct evidence to show that he was on the driver's seat. This 48-hour
Vikram Singh, I want to ask you, Mr. Singh, you know, how badly is this case damaged against Shivam Mishra, given that the basics of his alcohol test was not done? Now to try and prove that this was a case of drunken driving, I'm giving him that benefit of doubt. Maybe it wasn't. But that also can't be ruled out right now. So the case is not watertight in any case, isn't it?
The case has been badly compromised.
Yes.
I'm very pessimistic about the outcome in the court of law. And the audacity of the lawyer, Kiran Bedi, that it was driver Mohan who was on the driver's seat, is adding insult to injury, rubbing salt into the wounds of all the injured. I would say that the police commissioner's statement that it was Shivam on the driver's seat should be recorded and should be a part of the investigation.
Yes.
And no leverage and escape route should be given to this super spoiled brat.
Mr. Vikram Singh, please do continue to be on with us. I'm also going to welcome Kiran Bedi here on the broadcast. Kiran Bedi, thank you so much for your time, ma'am. What do you make of this? 4 days, this guy has been on the run, went to Delhi, went to various other places, finally arrested from Kanpur, but this case is diluted completely. No alcohol test was done on him. To begin with, his name never even appeared in the FIR until the time we put the focus on this matter, ma'am.
Oh, I wish you had heard Vikram fully.
Yes.
Because Vikram would have was explaining to you very well on his own. But it's better to revert to him again after I give you my views.
Sure, of course.
But my view is that the rule and the training is that when such an incident happens, and right there, you have the car, you have the driver, you have the eyewitnesses, you have the accompanied people. I think take into account immediately. Don't delay it, because the immediate medical evidence will either indict him or provide the right evidence, or it will inculcate him, means he can escape. But 4 days being after, I think now the pressure is on him and the lawyers, very expensive lawyers, of course, affordable lawyers. Now it's pressure on them that he was not drunk or he had epileptic, as I've read in the newspapers. So I think the earlier it is given, the rule for the SHO is he does not need any concurrence or approvals. That's the SOP, that's the law, and that's the training. Where an accident like this happens or an incident like this happens, and it's right there. The evidence is there, the car is there, the driver is there, the witnesses are there, the company does. Why delay? and send him immediately for medical evidence.
Yes.
That becomes either a defense or an accusation. But now, medical evidence after 4 days will have to be now forensically judged whether after 4 days his blood sample or his urine sample indicates that there was a possibility or there were traces. Then now the traces could have been linked with the medicine he was taking or otherwise. You see? So it becomes expensive trial.
Yes. You know, Kiran Bedi, also want to ask you, the father from day one, actually, the bouncers first, said that, this was some sort of a seizure. Even bizarrely, they said a mini heart attack. Literally a mini heart attack is a word that they use. I want to ask you, in cases like this, if at all, even for a moment, we were to consider that indeed there was a medical problem with the driver and that's why this crash happened. Thankfully, nobody was grievously injured and nobody has died here. Thankfully. Does that give some relief to the accused in this matter, if at all it's a medical emergency?
Only at that time what the medical evidence revealed is or is not. So either it will confirm or it will deny. So I think that is where it would have gone in his favor. If he had submitted himself to medical evidence and said, or his bodyguards had asked him, after all, Kanpur had medical evidence, medical attention. So why not? I think they went wrong. That's where the bouncers ought to have actually handed him over to the police. And why handed over? Rush him to a Kanpur nursing home. It would have been right away available. Why fly him out on a medical emergency all the way to Delhi? So I think it goes against it, and the courts will take I don't think a sympathetic view. I think the courts will go. The lawyers will have to do some difficult arguments to get him out.
So, tell us, in this case, the father has been making statements that there was a driver called Mohan behind the wheel and not his son. In that sense, to derail the investigation, will there be, is there a possibility of charges being pressed against those also who try to derail the investigation in that sense?
Only if there's a direct evidence of having washed away the evidence. But he is obviously a father, being a father, is saying what he believes. He believes, but it may not be the right thing. So the father is performing his duty as a father, but it's up to the court to assess whether he was misleading, the court and the police and the investigation, and that why did he rush the son to Delhi? Why did he not send him to a Kanpur medical assistance right away? So I think there are many questions which now the father will have to answer.
Kiran Bedi, I'm going to thank you for joining in and sharing your views with us.